Joint Futures Committee was started about 10 years ago by ACCA, fundamentally to bring the thought leaders of the HVAC industry together so we can look at both emerging trends, but more specifically, what are the issues that are emerging out there to 3 to 5 years that we have to position the industry. On the Joint Futures Committee, you have manufacturers, suppliers, you have distributors, you have contractors, you have people representing the home building industry, you have people representing the media, you have people representing the consumer interest. It's a broad perspective of the industry that we currently live in today.
A meeting like Joint Futures is important because it brings together all different sectors of our industry, not just the manufacturers, not just the distributors and the contractors. We look at the Building Association, we look at the Indoor Air Quality Association, and it gives us an opportunity to get together to look towards the challenges and opportunities we're going to have sometime in the future, 3, 5, 10 years out.
It's important that the industry kind of come together and really talk about what the future strategies are. I think so much of the industry has been unfocused and in their own direction, and we don't present a united front to the industry or to the government or to the consumers.
Things that go on in the industry that affect contractors, manufacturers, and wholesalers together and sometimes separately. The regional standards is a great example of that. There's an issue where the manufacturers were trying to head off a government interference or a government program which might have created a dozen or more regional standards. And with good intentions, they went to the government with an agreement that they worked out with the energy advocates and said, hey, here's something we'd like to do. And the government said, that sounds great, but they forgot to talk to us. And they forgot to talk to the wholesalers. So as a result of that, we've all learned the importance of working together. We might not always agree 100% on everything, but we're working together in a way that we'll always know where the other one stands, so no one's blindsided.
I think sometimes we all have our own agendas, but what we don't realize is that I think our agendas are a lot closer than we think they are. I think sometimes it's us against them, but the truth is we're all in business to make money, and if we realize that we're all in business to make a profit, we could help each other make that money.
Oh, you're looking at trends in government regulation. You're looking at trends in technology developments in the industry. You're looking at the external trends from terms of the media, the general public, the consumer. It's really anything that the industry would be dealing with as an industry in general. What I'm
working on today is developing a consensus for public policy. How do we, as organizations, come together to be one voice for our entire industry to our government? In the federal government and the state governments. And then they're looking at industry open protocol. How do we make sure that everybody's sharing everything?
We try to bring in a cross-section of everyone that have an interest in what the HVAC industry is doing. And again, they meet once a year.
I think we're a very healthy industry, and we have a bright future because of, again, energy efficiency that we can save homeowners money and make them comfortable.
I'll give it.
That's fine.
Kevin threw me a curveball here, so I've got to answer it right.
Famous last words, we're not recording the sound.
You good?